everybody, coming at you with all my might. It is Smite. How you guys doing today? We have a wonderful winter day here in central Pennsylvania. A nice day to get out and go for a little ride. It is currently 37.4 degrees. Actually considerably warmer than the last time I was out riding. Last time it was 17 degrees out actually, so it's essentially double. It's twice as warm as last time as I was riding. So as of recently, I've been doing a lot of thinking. Last year, 90% of my rides were with local dual sport buddies on this bike. And this is an 800 twin. It's an amazing adventure bike for what it is, honestly. But everybody I ride with has a smaller bike. And then everybody has come to this conundrum before. I've seen many people sell bikes because they come to the same conclusion. That's how I got my DR650 is everybody he rode with rode 250s, so I bought the 650 out of him. So honestly, what I'm thinking about is getting some variant of the CRF 450 and making it a dual sport. Now I looked at the L, but for all the stuff that I have to do to untune it, you know, make it actually a dirt bike again, with all the smog and crap that has on it, and everybody says it has a twitchy throttle and stuff like that, everything that they have to do to make it past EPA regulations, it would be the same. It would actually be cheaper to get just an EFI dirt bike and roll with that. So I've been doing a lot of consideration. I think I'm going to build a dual sport. Yeah, I've always wanted to build a dual sport. Like, I mean, I built my KTM, but that literally is a straight up dirt bike. But the stuff that I've been getting into as of lately with my buddies, they've been getting more and more aggressive, and I can do it, I just have to do it slower. And at the end of the day, I'm like all beat up because I'm manhandling a bike that is so big. And a majority of why we got this bike, me and my wife, is so she could ride on the back. But we're having our first kid here shortly in a couple months, so riding two up is going to be few and far between for quite a while. So it's like, and that was the whole reason. And then how I'm doing my financial plan, I should be able to, I'm going to save money, but we're going to see maybe around the end of the year of 2021, I probably will be able to get a new dual sport. I'm really excited. It's a fun adventure. I just like building things is my problem. I'm not going to reveal all the details and plans because I don't fully understand or know what I'm going to be able to do, but I know that due to my work schedule has been crazy as of lately, so I've been able to just rake in and bank so much money that, you remember that $15,000, actually it was $16,000 electric motorcycle that I bought? Yeah, I'm gonna have that paid off. Now honestly, it's pretty awesome. I do not recommend getting loans, and I've been going on a journey, a financial journey, learning about investing and a whole bunch of stuff, you know, grown-up stuff that I never learned, but I've really taken an interest into now. And I'm on a financial plan now that I'll have my house paid for in 5 years. Like 5 years from now, my house will be paid off, which is pretty great. I mean, I've had that for 5 years now, so 10 years on a 30-year mortgage, not a bad gig. So that's my plan, to get my house paid off. And like I said, in a month or two, I'm gonna have my Zero totally paid off. But after that, I'm not doing any more loans for motorcycles. it's just not wise. And I've heard a lot of people, if you don't have the money, you shouldn't buy toys. Yeah, but I'm young and stupid. That doesn't justify anything. It's not a good excuse, but after you see that, if you sit down and everybody explains you how interest actually works, it's crazy. Because I've just looked at my house loan, for example. When you look at the bill at the end of the year and it says, hey, you paid $4 grand in interest, and you're like, wow, I at least knocked down a lot of principal, right? And you paid $2 grand in interest and principal. So you're literally paying double in interest. And I'm like, holy cow. So that's why I basically threw $1,000 extra a month on my house. So I have to cut back on spending elsewhere. But on the other hand, I'm working so many hours that, you know, I barely see it. It's like, woo! So it is still really exciting. We found out that we're gonna have a baby literally the day my Zero was showing up. That did not make my wife happy, because I was really excited that my bike was showing up, and she's like, I'm pregnant. And I'm like, yeah, I got a motorcycle. I'm like, she's like, well, you're not even excited. I said, well, the baby's not here yet. I was like, the motorcycle is. So we'll deal with that. I like to say, we'll burn that bridge when we get there. But no, I am excited. It's going to be a whole new adventure. But it is pretty cool that I can have the bike paid off in less than 9 months. So I'm stoked about that. It took a lot of not going to Burger King, let me tell you that, because we were going out for fast food, which is not a good thing, but like every other day or so, like that. I mean, it's quite a bad habit once you get into that. Like, hey, you want a Burger King? Let's go to Burger King. And that adds up really fast. Basically tighten the budget on spending, getting everything paid off, so I'll be debt free besides the house again. I was that, and then I got myself a motorcycle loan. But hey, the funny story is when they called me and they're like, hey, do you want gap insurance? You know, if you owe more on the motorcycle, they'll write the check and cover. I'm like, nah. She's like, I said, the bike, I'm buying the bike like for $3 grand plus underneath. Ooh, there's snow in the road. Underneath the book value. I think I'll be fine. She's like, well, it'll be down in value when your loan expires in 5 to 7 years. I think it's a 7-year loan. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not worried about it. But in all honesty, I was planning on paying it off in a year. But you don't tell the bank that. They don't give you a loan for that. They want their interest. I don't want to give them any interest. So that's my clever way of doing it. I mean, I have below 3% interest on the loan, but still, they don't need any more money. So that's exciting new plans for 2021. Hopefully getting a dual sport, paying off my bike. I'll have debt free again, besides my house. But then once I get the house paid off, holy cow, the income floodgates will be open. So if you learned anything from this video, it's you should subscribe or follow me on Facebook, because I'm gonna be having new dual sport videos on this, because I'm still gonna adventure this for a whole nother year. My plan is to actually revert this back to stock and make it my touring bike again, because I mean that loud exhaust is really cool. Off-road riding, it's amazing, it's fun, it's lightweight. But it is annoying when you're just sitting on the highway and it's like, bleh. So I'll do that. Probably up the front sprocket, give it a little bit more highway cruising ability, because this motor is renowned buzzy. It's a buzzy motor because of how the pistons both go up and down at the same time. For people that didn't know that, like they both go up at the same time and they both go down at the same time. It's not like alternated. So it literally causes the motor to just jump. Yeah, a reliable motor, but extremely vibey. Especially where you're making your peak power around 4 to 5 grand. 4 is not bad, but once you get like past 5, it's pretty violent. And B, I forgot about B. Don't get loans, because if you can save, buy with cash. 100%. I've been listening to a lot of Dave Ramsey, and that's what he preaches too. Oh man, once you realize, like, they're not on your side, those bank dudes, they want your money, and they want it bad. And people are willing to pay him astronomical interest. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this neat little winter ride and update. I'm stoked. I'm excited. I can't wait to actually do some more adventure riding this year. Have a nice day, and God bless.